Settle in now. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go. No one to be. Just this gentle moment. Just this soft beginning. Feel the simple fact that you are here, breathing, held by the space around you, held by the surface beneath you. Allow your eyes to rest, or to close if they have not already. Notice how the world becomes a little softer when the eyes grow still. The edges of the day start to blur. The noise of thoughts begins to quiet, even if only a little at first. Notice the support under your body, the bed, the pillow, the blankets, whatever is holding you up right now. Feel how it rises gently to meet your weight. You do not have to hold yourself up. You are already supported. You are already allowed to rest. Take a slow, easy breath in through the nose or through the mouth if that is more comfortable. Do not force it, just a little longer than usual. And then a soft, unhurried breath out, a small release, like a quiet sigh you did not know you were holding. Notice how the body responds to that one breath. Maybe the shoulders lower by a tiny amount. Maybe the jaw loosens a little. Maybe nothing seems to change yet, and that is completely fine. There is nothing to get right here. No way to fail at relaxing. You are simply allowing yourself to arrive. Sense the back of your body where it meets the mattress or the surface beneath you. The back of your head, your neck, your shoulders, your upper back, your hips and legs. Feel the gentle pressure where your body is touching what supports you. A soft, steady contact, reliable, unmoving. With your next easy breath out, imagine your weight melting a little more into that support. Not pushing, not sinking hard, just letting yourself be held a fraction more. As the breath leaves, tension leaves with it. It can slip out through your shoulders, through your chest, down your arms, and out through your fingers, or down your legs and out through your feet. You do not have to know how it happens. Simply allow the idea that with each out-breath, the body softens. Just enough. Notice the natural rhythm of your breathing now, the gentle rise, the gentle fall, like a small, quiet wave on a still shore. In your own time, breathe in slowly, and breathe out even more slowly. If thoughts are busy, that is okay. If feelings from the day are still echoing, that is okay too. They do not need to be pushed away. They can simply be allowed to move to the background, like distant voices in another room. Right here, the main thing is the feeling of your body resting, supported, safe enough to let go a little. Notice your jaw. Is there any tightness there? If so, allow the teeth to part slightly. Let the tongue rest heavy and relaxed. Feel a hint of softness spreading through your cheeks, around your mouth. Bring gentle awareness to your forehead. If there is any tension there, any small frown or crease, imagine smoothing it from the inside, as if a warm hand were resting lightly across your brow. Calm, reassuring. Feel your eyelids heavy and relaxed over your eyes. There is nothing you need to look for, nothing you need to watch. The world can continue on its own for now. Your attention can turn inward, toward comfort, toward warmth, toward rest. Notice your shoulders again. They may still be holding some of the day, any effort, any worry, any work. On a slow breath in, sense them gently lifting. And on a soft breath out, invite them to settle down and away from the ears, as if they are sighing, finally allowed to drop their load. Feel this wave of softening drift down your arms, through your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, into your hands. Hands can uncurl if they want to. Fingers resting in an easy, natural shape. Warm, quiet, still. Now, Move your attention to your chest. Feel the subtle expansion with each in-breath, the gentle release with each out-breath. This simple movement has been carrying you through the day, breath after breath, without you needing to think about it. Here, you are just noticing it, like watching something kind and familiar. If any heaviness rests in the chest from the day, allow the breath to flow around it. Nothing to fix, nothing to control. Just a soft washing, in and out. Let awareness travel down into your belly. Feel the rise of the belly as you breathe in, and the soft fall as you breathe out. Imagine the belly loosening, gentle, comfortable, as if each breath is giving it permission to relax from the inside. Let this sense of ease move into your hips, your pelvis, the back of your hips pressed into the surface beneath you. Notice how your whole lower body is already leaning into support, carried, cradled. As you breathe out, imagine the muscles around your hips, your thighs, unwinding. All the effort it took to stand and walk and move through the day can begin to slide away now. Feel your thighs resting heavily, your knees calm and still, your calves draped gently over the bed. Bring your attention all the way down to your feet. Notice the heels, the arches, the toes. Perhaps you sense a gentle warmth in your feet, or a tingling, or a quiet numbness. Whatever is there is perfectly fine. If it feels good, imagine tension flowing out through the soles of your feet with every out-breath, draining down and away, leaving only softness behind, from the crown of your head, down the back of your neck, through your spine, all the way to your toes. Notice the whole length of your body now, heavy where it rests, gently breathing, nothing demanded of it. If any small tight places remain, greet them kindly. You might say to them, silently, "It is safe to soften now. You have carried enough for today." Thoughts may still come and go. Memories of the day, plans for tomorrow. They are just passing visitors. Instead of following them, keep returning to these simple anchors. The weight of your body, the contact with what holds you, the easy rhythm of your breath. You are allowed to set the day down. All the decisions, all the doing, all the effort. For this time, nothing is expected of you. You do not have to solve anything. You do not have to improve anything. You are already enough exactly as you are in this quiet moment. If it feels comfortable, imagine a soft, warm blanket of calm settling over you. Not just the blanket on your body, but an invisible one of ease and safety, wrapping around your shoulders, around your heart, around your mind. Inside this gentle cocoon, you can let yourself loosen. Thought by thought, muscle by muscle, breath by breath. Trust that you are being carried now, carried by the bed, carried by your own steady breathing, carried by this soft current of rest that is already here, waiting for you to sink into it. You do not need to guide this night. Sleep will find you in its own time. Your only task is to drift, to allow, to receive. Stay close to this feeling of being supported. Notice again how the mattress quietly holds every part of you, how the pillows cradle your head, how the air around you is still and calm. Each breath out is an invitation to go a little deeper, to float a little farther away from the noise of the day, to trust the darkness and the silence to look after you. If the mind wanders, that is okay. Each time you notice, gently return to the breath, to the soothing weight of your body resting, to the sense that, in this moment, everything is enough. Allow yourself to lean into this trust. Trust in your body's wisdom to restore itself. Trust in the night to hold you. Trust in this quiet to ease you. Nothing more is needed now. Just this slow breathing, this gentle softening, this peaceful drifting. And as you continue to rest here, supported and safe, you can let the words fade a little into the background, like a calm, distant murmur, while your body sinks deeper into stillness and your mind drifts softly towards silence. Settle into the simple feeling of lying down. Nothing to figure out, nothing to solve, just this gentle weight of the body resting. Notice how the surface beneath you meets you, supports you, the back of the head, the shoulders, the arms wherever they have come to rest, the heaviness of the hips, the length of the legs, the soft pull of gravity holding you close to the earth. You do not have to hold yourself up now. Let the support beneath you do that. Imagine the mattress or cushion rising up very slightly to cradle the shape of you. Every curve, every line, all of you, quietly held. If the mind is still a little busy, if it feels like it is searching for something to do, that is completely all right. Thoughts can wander and drift. They do not need to stop. They do not need to be controlled. They can just be there like soft sounds in another room while the body begins to settle. Feel the simple contact between your body and the surface beneath, the points that press down, the places that feel lighter. Sense how with every slow breath the body sinks a tiny bit deeper into comfort, almost as if you are being rocked very gently by the steady rhythm of your own breathing. If you like, you might notice the breath moving in and out. Cooler air as it comes in, softer, warmer air as it leaves. Nothing special to do with the breath. No need to change it, just noticing that it is there, always moving, always taking care of you. As you rest, imagine a soft cocoon of comfort forming around you, not tight, not heavy, just a light, warm layer of safety and ease gathering around your body, like a favorite blanket or the feeling of being held by someone who cares deeply for you. This cocoon knows the shape of your shoulders, the curve of your back, the way your feet rest. It fits you perfectly without effort. Inside this gentle shell, you do not have to be on. You do not have to respond. You do not have to be ready for anything. Here, it is completely safe to soften. If the jaw is holding, it can loosen a little. If the tongue is pressed to the roof of the mouth, it can fall away, heavy and relaxed. The skin of the face can smooth and settle around the eyes, across the forehead, at the temples, even behind the eyes that there can be a softening. No need to focus on anything. Inside this cocoon, the world can be a little farther away, not gone, just quieter, dimmer, gentler. Imagine a soft, dim light around you now, not bright, not demanding attention. A tender, muted glow like the last light of evening, settling over a quiet room. This light does not ask anything of you. It simply holds you in a calm, steady presence. As you rest inside this glow, you might sense how it slowly, gradually begins to fade. Not all at once, just a gradual softening, like a lamp being turned down one small step at a time. The edges of the day blur a little more. The details of thoughts become less sharp. The stories of today and yesterday and tomorrow gently step back. You are not pushing them away. You are not forcing anything. They are simply drifting to the edges of your awareness, like clouds moving across a wide, quiet sky. If the mind pulls you toward a thought, it is okay. You do not have to fight it. You can notice thinking, and then very softly return to the feeling of being held, the weight of your body, the softness beneath you, the cocoon around you, the dim light that keeps fading slowly, kindly. Feel how the body already knows how to rest, even if the mind is still catching up. The heart knows this. The breath knows this. The muscles know this. They have done so much today. They have carried you, held you, moved you, helped you meet the world. And now they are allowed to melt. Notice one place that feels just a little softer now. It might be the shoulders, the hands, the belly, the back of the thighs. Wherever it is, let that one area teach the rest of the body what softening feels like. The way a warm spot in a blanket slowly spreads its warmth outward. Bit by bit, without hurry, ease can flow through you, across the chest, down the arms, into the hands and fingers, through the hips, along the legs, all the way to the feet and toes. No need to make it happen. Simply notice that it is happening in its own time. If a little restlessness is here, that is welcome too. Maybe a part of you still feels alert, still watching. You can silently reassure it. You might imagine saying, "Oh, thank you. You have done enough. For now you can rest." Let that watchful part lean back a little, as if it has been sitting at the edge of a seat all day and can finally relax. Into the back of the chair, supported, held, safe. In this moment, there is nothing you need to get right. No perfect way to relax, no goal to reach. This is not something to achieve. It is something you gently allow, allowing the body to be exactly as it is, allowing the breath to be exactly as it is, allowing the mind to move as it moves, without pressure. You are already doing enough. By simply lying here, feel how good it is to not have to try. The cocoon of comfort around you grows a little thicker now, a little softer. The dim light lowers again, like the slow closing of soft curtains. Shadows deepen, edges blur. You are sinking into a quiet stillness where time feels less important. Here you are not behind, you are not late. Nothing is waiting for you. In this quiet place, everything can pause. The outside world can carry on by itself for a while. Within this soft space, you are off duty. If thoughts appear about tomorrow, they can float by like leaves on a gentle stream. You do not need to step into the water. You can just sit on the bank, resting, watching the stream move on its own, knowing that all of it can be met later with a rested mind and body. For now, you get to surrender. A little more. Surrender does not mean giving up. It simply means you are allowing yourself to be carried by the surface beneath you, by the breath that moves on its own, by the natural pull toward rest. That lives deep inside you. Imagine the cocoon of comfort, rocking you very lightly now, barely moving just enough to be felt as a suggestion of motion, back and forth, side to side, so subtle, so soothing. Every gentle rock invites the muscles to let go. Every exhale releases a little more of the day. The dim light continues to soften until it is almost not there. Just the faintest hint, enough to let you know you are safe, soft enough to let sleep draw closer. You are allowed to float here, not holding on tightly, not planning, not reviewing, simply floating in quiet stillness, held in warmth, surrounded by ease. The breath flows slowly, steadily, in and out. Each breath like a small wave, washing over a quiet shore, smoothing the sand, leveling the ridges. The body is that shore. The breath is the tide, coming and going, calm and dependable. If you notice spaces of silence between thoughts, you might rest there a moment. Those small gaps, soft, open, spacious, nothing to fill them with, nothing missing in them. Just a simple, peaceful emptiness. Here, in these tiny moments, you can feel how deeply you are allowed to rest. supported by the bed, wrapped in your gentle cocoon, cradled in the fading glow of soft light. The day is already behind you now. What has been done has been done. What is unfinished can wait. You are slowly dissolving into stillness. Quiet mind or busy mind, it does not matter. The body understands that this is a time for peace. Each breath invites you to drift a little deeper, to soften a little more, to let the last threads of doing unravel and fall away. Nothing to hold, nothing to manage. Only this soft, quiet, restful. Now, notice how this moment is already a little quieter. The day is slowly loosening its hold. Thoughts might still move here and there, but they do not need to go anywhere now. Nothing to figure out, nothing to fix. Let the body rest where it is. Let the weight of it be enough. You are safely held by whatever supports you. You do not need to hold yourself up. Now begin to sense the breath, just as it is. No need to change it or shape it. Simply notice that you are breathing. Air moves in, air moves out. Feel one breath from its beginning to its end. A quiet arrival, a gentle departure, like a small wave that comes to shore, then draws back again. If the mind feels busy, that is all right. You do not have to push anything away. Each thought can be like a cloud that drifts by, slowly, on a wide, calm sky. Beneath all of that, the breath continues, steady and soft. Inhale, and sense a little coolness, maybe at the tip of the nose or the back of the throat. Exhale, and notice a hint of warmth leaving the body. Simple, natural, effortless. Let awareness settle lightly on the gentle rise and fall of the chest, or the soft movement of the belly, or the faint, quiet pull at the ribs. Wherever the breath is easiest to feel, rest your attention there. The breath flows in, like a soft tide washing up onto a peaceful shore. The breath flows out, like that same tide slipping back, calm and slow. In. The water reaches a little higher on the sand. Out. It glides away, leaving the shore smooth, clear, and quiet. As you breathe in, notice the body receiving a soft filling, a gentle expansion. As you breathe out, feel the body letting go, a slow release, a quiet emptying. Allow the shoulders to soften a little more with each exhale. Let the jaw loosen, the tongue resting easily in the mouth. The small muscles around the eyes can soften and grow heavy. The breath moves, and the body gently follows. Imagine the breath as a quiet breeze moving through an open window at night. With each inhale, that cool, peaceful air drifts in, touching everything inside with calm. With each exhale, the stale air of the day leaves, carrying away tension, noise, and effort. In, ease arrives. Out, anything heavy can slowly drift away. If the mind wanders, that is completely natural. When you notice, simply return to the feeling of air moving in and moving out. No judgment, just a simple coming back again and again, like returning to a familiar, comfortable place. Feel how the breath has its own slow rhythm. It does not hurry. It finds its own pace, like waves that know exactly when to rise and when to fall. You can rest in that rhythm. You can be gently rocked by it. In this soft rhythm, the inhale becomes a quiet lifting, a gentle upward swell, like being carried just a little higher on the water. The exhale becomes a slow sinking back, a warm, peaceful sinking into the bed, into safety, into rest. Notice the small pause at the top of the breath, that brief suspended moment after the air has come in, a still point. Then the breath turns and flows out, smooth and easy. Another tiny pause at the end, before the next inhale begins by itself. You do not need to control those pauses, just feel them. Little islands of stillness in the flowing sea of your breathing. Soft resting points where nothing at all is required. With every breath in, imagine drawing in quiet, breathing in ease, breathing in calm, breathing in softness. With every breath out, imagine releasing what is not needed now, breathing out tension, breathing out hurry, breathing out the leftover noise of the day. In calm, out release. In soft comfort, out. The body unwinds, one gentle exhale at a time. Feel how the breath reaches into different parts of you. On the inhale, the chest opens slightly, the ribs widen a little. On the exhale, everything settles back, like a blanket smoothing itself over the body. A warm, familiar weight, sinking you deeper into rest. If you like, feel the breath all the way down in the belly. Inhale, and the belly gently rises, like a boat lifting with the tide. Exhale, and the belly falls, like that boat drifting back towards still water. Up with the tide, down with the tide, slow and soothing. Let this gentle motion rock you. The body knows how to breathe. You are simply feeling what is already happening, not forcing, not guiding, just listening with your whole body to the slow, soundless rhythm of your own breath. Each inhale brings a tiny wave of comfort through the muscles. Each exhale washes away a thin layer of tightness. Wave after wave, breath after breath, the edges of tension grow softer, less solid, more distant. Everything begins to blur into ease. Notice how, over time, the breath may grow quieter, lighter, more delicate, almost like a whisper moving in and out. This is a good sign. The body is entering its own deep rest at its own gentle speed. Allow yourself to be carried by this, breath moving, body softening, thoughts slowing, like leaves floating on a wide, calm river. Nothing to hold on to, nothing to chase. In this slow rhythm, the breath and the body and the mind begin to move together. In, they quietly gather. Out, they quietly loosen and spread, relaxed and open. The spaces between thoughts grow wider. The spaces between one breath and the next feel sweet and peaceful. You may feel as if you are lying on a quiet shore at night, the sky dark and soothing above you. Waves rolling in, waves rolling out, always the same, always gentle. Your breath is those waves, your whole being resting in their tender, patient motion. Let yourself sink a little deeper into that motion now. Inhale and feel the gentle lift, the body cradled and supported. Exhale and feel the slow release, the body melting into what holds it. Rise and fall, calm and kind. No need for words inside the mind. No need to follow any story. Just this simple feeling of breathing, this quiet tide, coming in, going out. Allow the breath to be so steady, so familiar, that it almost feels like a lullaby. A soft, repeating song without sound. Always the same notes. Always inviting you to ease, to softness, to rest. If thoughts appear, they can rest on the surface of the breath, like small boats gently bobbing. The waves do not mind them. The waves keep their rhythm. In, out, calm. Release. Let the breathing rock you as if you are being held. Held by the bed, held by the darkness, held by this slow, dependable rhythm that asks nothing of you. Breath in and feel the comfort of simply being here. Breath out and let go just a little more. Muscles soft, jaw loose, forehead smooth, eyes heavy and relaxed. With each cycle, notice how much less you need to do. Breathing is happening on its own. Rest is arriving on its own. You are allowed to drift with it, gently, quietly, without resistance. Now, rest in the soft edges of each breath. The beginning, the middle, the end, the tiny pause. A slow circular motion of air and ease. Round and round, again and again. Hypnotic and kind. Nothing to reach for, nowhere to go. Only this flowing in and out. Carrying you deeper into quiet, deeper into softness, deeper into the warm, still center of your own resting breath. The day has been full of moments, full of sounds and words and little choices. Now you are here, in this softer space, in this quieter time. Feel the simple fact of that. The day is behind you. This is a different part of the story. Notice how the body meets the surface that holds you, the gentle pull of gravity, the way the weight of you is already being carried. Nothing to lift, nothing to hold up. The mind may still feel busy, thoughts may still be moving. Little echoes of earlier hours, fragments of conversations, things that did or did not get done. All of that is all right. The mind is only doing what it has practiced all day. Repeating, planning, replaying. You do not need to fight it. You do not need to make it stop. Instead, imagine this. Somewhere just within reach, there is a small glowing basket, or maybe a gentle, softly lit box. Whatever shape feels kind to you. Its light is warm and calm, not too bright, just a soft, steady glow in the quiet. This basket is safe. It is made for holding thoughts. It is made for keeping your day safe while you rest. Bring to mind the first thing that is still circling. Maybe a conversation, something you wish had gone differently, or something you are proud of, a moment you keep replaying. See that moment as if it were a small object in your hands. You do not have to get the details right, just a sense of it, the shape of it, the feeling of it. Gently place it in the glowing basket. Watch it rest there, held, safe, no longer needing your attention for now. Notice how it feels to set it down, to know that you are not throwing it away. You are not forgetting. You are simply letting it be cared for somewhere else, for this one quiet night. Now, let another thought arise. Perhaps something that still needs doing. A task waiting for tomorrow. An email, a call, an answer you do not have yet. Hold that too, like a small shape in your hands. You do not need to solve it. You do not need to plan every step. You are just acknowledging it, saying, I see you. You matter, and I will return to you when I wake. Then lay it softly in the basket with the rest. The warm glow surrounds it, keeps it safe, keeps it close, but not in your hands anymore. As each new thought appears big or small, give it the same kindness. Recognize it. Thank it for trying to help you. Then lay it down in the soft light. If the mind tries to grab one back, that is all right. Simply notice, and gently return it to the basket. Again and again, with no rush, with no judgment. The basket does not get full. Its space is easy and endless. It can hold every thought, every story, every tiny worry. While you rest, it stands watch, quiet, steady, guarding the pieces of your day. As you do this, feel how the body responds. A little more heaviness in your limbs, a touch more softness around the eyes, the breath moving in a slower, easier rhythm. Notice the way the day is beginning to feel farther away, like a book that has been carefully closed, placed on a nearby table. Nothing inside has been lost. The story is waiting right where you left it. For now, though the cover is shut, the pages are resting. You are allowed to rest too. Imagine now that outside, somewhere beyond your awareness, a slow sunset is unfolding. The sky is gently letting go of its bright colors. The last light of the day is stretching out, long and soft. Each ray fades with ease, as if the world is taking a long, quiet exhale. With that fading light, the sounds of the day grow softer. Voices are further away. Traffic fades to a murmur, then to nothing at all. Only the hush of evening remains. A blanket of quiet laid gently over everything. Feel that same sunset within you, inside your chest, inside your mind. The bright colors of the day, all the emotions and thoughts are slowly dimming. They do not vanish. They simply soften. Edges blur, lines loosen. Thoughts that once were sharp are now like distant clouds drifting at the horizon of your awareness. The sun of this day is sinking lower. Each moment that passes, it dips a little further, taking with it the rush and noise of everything that has already happened. You do not need to hold the day up in the sky anymore. It can set. It is allowed to end. Feel how safe that ending is. Nothing important is being taken from you. What matters will be here in the morning. What is unfinished can stay unfinished while you sleep. Right now, you are not the keeper of all the details. You are just a body on a soft surface, breathing, resting, held. If another worry appears, see the glowing basket again. Notice how close it is, how easy it is to reach. Place that worry there. Give it over to the gentle light. Let the basket remember it for you. If a memory pops up from hours ago, or even from long ago, treat it with the same kindness. Acknowledge it, then lay it down. Each time you do this, the space inside you opens a little more. More room for quiet, more room for warmth, more room for the soft drifting edges of sleep. The day has nothing new to ask of you now. You have done what you could. You have been who you were able to be. That is enough for this day. Notice these words. It is enough. Repeat them silently if it feels good. It is enough for today. Feel the breath moving in and out. In, the body fills. Out, the body releases. With each exhale, the day slides a little farther away, like the shoreline seen from a slowly drifting boat growing smaller and softer in the distance. No need to turn back, no need to check. It is still there, waiting, unchanged. But you are moving gently toward a quieter place, a place where time does not press, where nothing is expected of you. Here, in this moment, it is completely safe to pause, safe to rest, safe to let the day be over. Feel that safety as a warmth in your chest, a quiet knowing that you are allowed to let go, allowed to be still, allowed to do nothing at all. The basket holds your thoughts. The closed book keeps your story. The sunset gathers the colors of your day and carries them away into the soft night. All of it taken care of. All of it set aside with love. No need to reach for anything now. No need to hold anything up. Only this breath, this gentle heaviness, this slow, quiet drifting into a deeper, softer silence that waits patiently, just beyond words. The day can rest outside for a while now. All the noise, all the demands, all the pulling thoughts, they can wait at the edge of your awareness. Here, nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be fixed. Only easing, only softening, only the gentle act of being here. Feel how the air around you is already a little quieter, a little softer, like the world has turned down its volume just for you, as if the atmosphere itself understands that this is a time for rest, In your mind, begin to imagine a place that is only for you, a private, quiet haven. No one else needs to be there. No one else needs to know about it. It is your safe space, created from everything that brings you comfort and ease. Notice how you arrive there. Maybe it is as simple as taking a slow breath in and an even slower breath out. With each breath, you step more fully inside this sanctuary. With each exhale, you leave a little more of the day outside the door. Picture a room waiting for you, dim and warm, lit by a gentle, steady glow that never flickers, never glares, only softly rests on the surfaces around you. The light feels kind, like a quiet presence that is happy you are here. The air in this room holds the perfect temperature for comfort. Not too cool, not too warm. Just right for a tired body and a busy mind ready to loosen. Each breath you take draws in that comfort, and each breath out lets your muscles grow heavier. Be aware of the walls around this space. They are strong, and they are soft at the same time. They stand between you and everything outside. Nothing can enter here without your gentle permission. Notice how safe that feels, how simple the feeling is. No one needs anything from you in this place. There are no messages to answer, no decisions to make, no roles to play. Let your attention drift toward the center of this haven. There, a nest of soft blankets and cushions is waiting. They look welcoming, like they have been gently warmed by quiet time and tender care. They are shaped perfectly to receive your weight, your tiredness, your whole self. Imagine lowering yourself into that softness. Feel how the surface gives way just enough, cradling every curve, every line of your body. Nothing is pressing, nothing is sharp, nothing asks you to hold yourself up. The blankets wrap around you with an easy, unhurried embrace. They are not tight, they are not heavy. They simply rest over you like a warm, comforting cloud, closing the space between you and the chill of the world. Notice the textures, the gentle slide of fabric against your skin, the slight weight across your legs, your hips, your chest. Each layer adds another degree of safety, another shade of calm, as if you are being tucked away from everything that has felt loud or demanding. Outside this room, life continues, but it is far away now, muted, soft, like a distant wave that you can barely hear, rolling and folding somewhere beyond your concern. Inside, everything is quiet. Maybe there is only the faintest sound, perhaps the slow, steady rhythm of your breath, perhaps an imagined crackle of a small fire, or the hush of wind moving gently past a window, like a lullaby for the walls. Whatever sounds you notice here are soothing. They are slow and steady. They give your nervous system a simple message. It is safe to let go. Feel how that message travels through you, down your neck and shoulders, through your arms, into your chest and belly, where tension sometimes likes to hide. Each breath out is like a soft hand smoothing a wrinkle from a blanket, releasing, uncurling, letting everything spread out and settle. The more you rest in this place, the thicker the feeling of safety becomes, like a soft, invisible barrier around your little haven. A barrier that says, quietly but firmly, nothing can disturb this rest. Not right now. Not in this moment. You do not have to watch the door. You do not have to stay alert. This space is held for you, protected, like a quiet cabin wrapped in the gentlest night. If you like, picture that cabin now, nestled among tall, still trees. The world outside the windows is dark and peaceful, with no rush, no urgency. Inside, the air is warm and steady, and the soft glow of the room feels like a sheltering hug. The walls of this cabin have heard many nights of rest. They know how to hold silence. They know how to keep the cold and the clamour outside, and leave only warmth and softness within. You are safe inside these walls. Feel what it is like to be fully off duty. There is nothing to monitor, nothing to anticipate, nothing to prepare for. Every sound in this haven is predictable and gentle. A quiet creak of wood settling, the slow rise and fall of your own breathing. Each small sound reminds you that the world here is calm, and it will stay calm. Notice how your body responds to this awareness. Maybe your shoulders sink a little deeper. Maybe your jaw softens, your hands, your feet, even your forehead begin to lose their grip on the day. If thoughts still wander in from outside, you do not have to push them away. Let them arrive at the edge of this space as if they're standing outside the door. They do not cross the threshold. They simply wait there and then drift off again, like mist dissolving in night air. Inside your haven, the only thing that matters is ease. The simple, quiet act of lying here wrapped in gentle warmth. Breath moving in and out at its own unhurried pace. Nothing to chase, nothing to hold. Feel the mattress or cushions beneath you as a steady, patient support. They do not tire. They do not ask you to change. They simply hold you as you are, making tiny, invisible adjustments to meet the weight of your body in exactly the right way. Your back is supported. Your head is supported. Every part of you that meets the surface beneath you is allowed to relax fully, as if gravity itself has grown kind and careful. It carries you without strain. Even the air feels like support now. Soft around your face, gentle in your chest. Each inhale enters easily. Each exhale leaves without effort, like a tide sliding over smooth sand. Here, privacy is complete. No eyes on you, no expectations. You can be quiet, messy, thoughtful, dreamy, or completely empty of thought. Nothing here needs to be explained. You do not have to be on. Your only task is to sink, to soften, to rest. To allow the haven you have created to do its simple, loving work. If you notice small traces of alertness still buzzing, imagine them as tiny sparks. Harmless, but bright. Then see a soft, warm blanket of darkness drifting down over them. Not heavy, just enough to dim their light until they fade into a quiet glow, far in the background. Your mind does not have to go blank. It only needs to feel unthreatened, unhurried, free to wander slowly, like a gentle stream meandering through a quiet forest, with no destination, and all the time in the world. In this sanctuary, even your feelings are safe. You can feel tired, relieved, sad, hopeful, or nothing at all. Every feeling is allowed to breathe here, without judgment, without pressure to change. They are simply part of the soft landscape within you. Notice the way your body and the space seem to merge. The blankets, the cushions, the warm air. Everything is working together to cradle you, as though the whole room is a single, kind presence, holding you with endless patience. Understand, deep inside, that you can return to this place whenever you wish. With a breath, with a small memory of the warmth, the softness, the quiet, it will be here, waiting, unchanged and welcoming. For now, you are already here, safe, tucked away from the world's requests and its noise, resting in a quiet haven that belongs completely to you. Let your breath continue at its own slow rhythm. Let your body grow heavier, like a stone settling on the bed of a still lake, supported on all sides, undisturbed. Nothing can rush you. Nothing can pull you away from this softness. You are wrapped, sheltered, gently enclosed in warmth and quiet. protected as the night stretches out around you in peaceful silence. And as you lie here, feeling the deep safety of this quiet haven, you can allow yourself to drift even further inward, into stillness, into softness, into a calm that holds you quietly. As everything grows quiet and far away, notice the gentle weight of your body as it rests here, the quiet around you, the way the air feels soft and easy, touching your skin. For a moment, feel how solid the surface beneath you is, how it holds you without asking anything in return. Nothing to fix, nothing to manage, just this simple, steady support. Now, in your mind, begin to imagine that this support beneath you is changing. It is still safe, still dependable, but it begins to feel softer, more fluid, as if your whole body is slowly being cradled by calm, warm water. Sense that warmth, like a gentle bath that has settled to the perfect temperature. Not hot, not cool, just right for your tired muscles. The water meets you everywhere, rising to hold you, following every curve and shape, so there is no gap, no strain, no effort at all. Feel how the back of your head is supported, as if it is resting on a quiet, smooth surface that gives and receives at the same time. The neck is easy. The shoulders no longer have to hold themselves up. They can drop just a little, as though they are sinking into this warm, welcoming water. Across the upper back, picture the water softly lifting you. The muscles along the spine unwind, like a tight rope gently loosening. Each breath sends a small, soothing ripple through them. With every exhale, they release a little more of the day. The arms float at your sides or wherever they are most comfortable. You might imagine them light, drifting just beneath the surface, buoyed by the water. No pressure on the joints. No need to keep them in any particular place. They simply rest, supported from below. Let your awareness move to the chest. A slow breath in, and it gently rises. A slow breath out, and it softly falls, as though the chest is moving with the quiet sway of a still lake. Up and down, in a calm, regular rhythm. Under the chest, around the ribs, feel how the water holds you as you breathe. It does not push or pull. It only receives. Your breathing can be shallow or deep. Either way is fine. The water adjusts, reshaping itself around you, always kind, always steady. Now, sense the weight of your hips and pelvis. Any heaviness there is welcome. Imagine that weight gently lowering into the warm water, and as it does, the water rises to meet it, fully carrying it. The muscles of the lower back soften, losing some of their grip. They do not have to work to keep you upright anymore. The legs relax, long and heavy. From the thighs to the knees, from the calves to the feet. Picture them floating, as if they are gently suspended just below the surface, easy and unburdened. The water wraps around them, loosening any leftover tightness, like a slow tide easing away small stones from the shore. Notice how different parts of the body might still feel a little tense or heavy. This is natural. Instead of trying to change anything, simply let the warm water come closer to those places. Feel it rising slowly around them, holding them more fully, until even the heaviest areas begin to feel a little lighter, a little more willing to be carried. Imagine you are lying on a calm, sheltered lake at night. The sky above you is soft and quiet. The air is mild and gentle against your face. The water is perfectly smooth beneath you, with only the slowest, most peaceful movement. With each inhale, it is as if a very small, smooth wave lifts you just a little. With each exhale, the wave passes, and you settle back, still held, still safe, up and down, carried by something steady and kind. Nothing sudden, nothing sharp, only this slow rolling motion, like a long drawn-out sigh from the world. If thoughts appear, they can drift across the surface like leaves, carried by the faintest current. You do not have to push them away. They arrive, rest for a moment, then float on, moving out across the quiet water, farther and farther, until they fade into the distance. Feel the line of your body, from head to toe, as one gentle shape resting on the water. The edges begin to blur, just a little. You might not be quite sure where the body ends and the water begins. They blend gently, like two soft colors meeting, supported from all sides, nowhere to fall. Notice how little effort it takes to stay afloat here. The water knows exactly how to hold you. You are not balancing. You are not trying. You are simply allowing yourself to be carried. If the mind wonders whether it is okay to let go this much, reassure it softly. The water is steady. It has space for every part of you. You can rest your thoughts here just as fully as you rest your muscles. Thoughts can float, feelings can float, memories can float, all resting on the same gentle surface. Now imagine that the warmth of the water seeps a bit deeper, into the shoulders, into the belly, into the hips and thighs. It is as if the warmth is whispering to the body, telling it that it no longer needs to hold itself up, or hold itself together, or hold anything at all. Allow your jaw to loosen, the tongue resting easily. The muscles around the eyes soften. The forehead smooths. The face itself begins to feel light, as though it too is being gently lifted, free from the pull of the day. As you notice this growing lightness, you might also feel a sense of drifting, not moving quickly, just a slow, unhurried glide across the still surface. Every breath is like a quiet oar in the water, dipping in and then lifting out, leaving soft ripples that spread and fade. Imagine that each exhale deepens your connection to the water. With every breath out, you give a little more of your weight to it, a little more of your tension, a little more of your need to stay alert. And each time, the water receives it without question, without effort. You are not alone in this water. The water itself is a kind of presence, steady and calm. It holds you the way the earth holds the lakes and seas, with a simple, unquestioning embrace. Nothing is asked of you here. Nothing is expected. Just rest. Notice how quiet everything feels, how slow, how simple. Breath after breath, you drift farther from the shore of the day, from the noise, from the bright edges of thought, and closer to a soft, quiet center, where you are only weightless, only floating. Now, if it feels right, let go a little more. Imagine the water rising just enough to cover the very edges of your awareness. Not over your face, not overwhelming, just enough to cocoon you in warmth, as if you are wrapped in a gentle liquid blanket that moves with you, that always knows just where you are. The body may feel heavy and light at the same time. Heavy because you have allowed gravity to have every part of you. Light because all that weight is fully supported, fully carried. You do not need to resolve this. You can be both. You can just float. Slowly bring attention back to the simple rhythm of breathing, in and out. Each inhale a small, quiet rise. Each exhale a soft, easy fall. The body continues to float on its calm inner water, even as the mind becomes quieter and more distant. Know, deep in your muscles and in your bones, that the surface beneath you in the real world is just as reliable as the water in your mind. It holds you. It supports every part of you without effort. You are allowed to give it all of your weight now. Let the last bits of effort slip away, like the final ripples on the surface of the lake smoothing into stillness. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Only this quiet floating, this gentle being held as you drift softly toward deeper and deeper rest. Soften into this moment now. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. Just this quiet space and the gentle rhythm of your own breathing. Feel the body resting where it is, supported, held, safe enough to loosen, safe enough to let go a little more. Notice the natural rise and fall of the breath. No need to change it, just watching it move in and out in its own easy way. With every exhale, a touch more softness, a touch more ease. Imagine a warm, gentle glow beginning far below you, a soft golden warmth like the last light of a calm evening. It gathers around your feet, unhurried, steady, peaceful. Nothing intense, just a mild, comforting warmth, as if the body remembers how to relax. Bring attention down to the toes, each toe wrapped in that golden warmth. The tops of the toes, the spaces between them, the pads under them. They loosen and melt as if any tightness can simply dissolve into the glow. The warmth spreads through the soles of the feet, across the arches, into the heels. The muscles and tiny joints there soften and unclench. The feet grow heavy, cozy, and calm. If any tension is noticed, it is welcome to be here. There is nothing wrong with it. Just let the warmth meet it, like a soft sunbeam resting on a cool stone. No pushing, no forcing, only gentle invitation. Now the golden glow slowly moves into the ankles, the small bones, the ligaments, the skin around them. Everything bathed in calm, easy heat. The ankles feel supported, surrounded, allowed to release. The warmth drifts upward into the lower legs, through the shins, around the calves, all those long working muscles that carry you through your days. They're allowed to be completely off duty now. Feel the calves soften, loosening their grip, as though they are gently melting, spreading, relaxing deeper toward the surface beneath them. Any leftover effort drains away, like water flowing out and leaving stillness behind. The lower legs become heavy, relaxed, deeply quiet. The glow reaches the knees now. Front of the knees, backs of the knees, all the way around. This area may hold more than it seems. Let the warmth rest there, patient, kind, asking for nothing in return. If the mind wonders how it should feel, remind it that there is no single way. Whatever is here is already enough. You are simply offering comfort, not chasing a result, just bathing each place with calm attention and gentle warmth. The golden softness moves into the thighs, the tops of the legs, the sides, the backs. These large, strong muscles slowly untangle. They lengthen and spread, as if they could sink down and merge with the bed or surface beneath you. Notice the weight of the legs now, heavier maybe, more settled, as though gravity is doing all the work for you, drawing the tension out and down, leaving quiet behind. The warmth travels up into the hips, into the hip joints, the outer hips, the soft muscles around the pelvis. This place can hold old effort, old bracing. Simply let the golden glow flow into every corner, like a warm, soothing mist. Imagine the hips gently widening, opening, without strain. No need to move. It is more a feeling than a shape. A sense that the whole base of the body is loosening, spreading, resting, supported from below, surrounded by softness. Now the warm glow moves into the lower belly. It wraps around the lower back at the same time. Front and back, both held in the same comforting light. Breathing here, the belly softens, the lower back releases, one easy breath at a time. With each exhale, feel the muscles of the abdomen let go a little more. The organs resting quietly, mind unhooking its grip. The lower back sinks, heavy and free, as though the spine itself can sigh in relief. A sense of deep, cozy stillness begins to spread. The golden warmth rises into the middle back and around the sides of the ribs. Imagine the warmth gently cradling the rib cage. As you breathe in, the ribs float open. As you breathe out, everything drifts back down, softer, quieter, more at ease. The glow reaches the heart area now, the center of the chest, the upper back behind it, the space across the collarbones. Bathed in soft light, this whole region loosens and widens. Any tightness across the chest is invited to melt, like ice on a warm day. You do not need to feel anything special here. Even a tiny shift, or no shift at all, is welcome. The warmth is simply offered. The body will take what it wants in its own time. Now the glow moves into the shoulders. So many days, so many responsibilities held right here. Imagine the warm mist seeping into the tops of the shoulders, the sides, the backs, all the way to the base of the neck. The shoulders soften, droop, release down, letting go of what they have been holding. If it feels right, sense the shoulders dropping just a fraction closer to the bed or surface, as though someone gently removed a heavy cloak from around them. Nothing to carry now, not in this moment. The warmth flows down the upper arms, into the elbows, through the forearms. Each part of the arms bathed in the same golden ease, growing heavier and more relaxed. It moves into the wrist now, softens the small joints, melts into the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands, each knuckle of each finger, all the way to the very tips of the fingers. The hands become warm, calm, almost weighty. No need to reach for anything, no need to hold on. They rest open or gently curled, exactly as they are, perfectly at ease. Notice how much of the body has already softened. Feet, legs, hips, belly, chest, back, shoulders, arms, hands. Like pieces of a puzzle slipping gently into place. A growing blanket of warmth and quiet. Now the glow returns to the base of the spine. Slowly, it travels up along the length of the back, vertebra by vertebra. A slow, soothing current of warmth that unwinds each small muscle along the way. As it reaches between the shoulder blades, imagine it smoothing away tiny knots and corners. The back broadens, releases, rests. Then the warmth moves into the upper back and the base of the neck, easing away the day's remaining effort. The golden mist rises softly into the neck, all around the throat, the sides of the neck, the back of the neck. Allow this area to be tender and soft. Swallow if you need to. Make any tiny, comfortable adjustment. And then settle again. The jaw now. Feel the warmth moving into the cheeks, the lips, the hinge of the jaw. Let the jaw hang just a little looser. Teeth not pressed together. Tongue resting heavy and relaxed in the mouth. The soothing glow moves into the face, across the nose, the bridge, around the eyes. The small muscles around the eyes melt and smooth. Eyelids soften like curtains gently closing at the end of the day. Let the forehead release. Any small lines across the brow smoothing out. The skin of the scalp soft, open, unhurried. The warmth reaches the very top of the head and spreads like a gentle halo. Now sense the entire body, from the crown of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes, wrapped in a soft golden cocoon of warmth, held by a calm, steady glow that asks for nothing. Everything is allowed to be exactly as it is. Notice the pockets that feel easy, heavy, and still. Notice any areas that still hold a little tension. They are all part of the same body, the same moment of rest. Even tension can rest inside this gentle warmth. With each breath out, feel yourself sinking just a little deeper, further into the surface beneath you, as though the body is dissolving down into a soft, welcoming bed of quiet, supported from below, soothed from within. Thoughts may drift in and drift out. Sensations may change or stay the same. Nothing needs to be fixed. You are simply floating in a pool of warmth and ease, rocked by a slow, steady tide of breath. Let the mind grow a little softer at the edges, not trying to stay alert, not trying to follow every word, just letting the sound wash past, like a calm breeze through a quiet room. Body heavy, breath slow, warmth everywhere. A gentle, cozy stillness spreading through every muscle, every bone. If sleep comes, it can rise up naturally, like a soft wave. If wakefulness lingers, it can rest here, cradled in this same warmth and safety. Either way is perfectly okay. Nothing to achieve. Only this soft, tranquil quiet, deepening and deepening. As everything settles into silence, night has settled around you like a soft, velvety blanket. Everything is a little quieter now, a little slower, as if the world has taken a deep breath and is gently exhaling. In this gentle quiet, a gate stands open in front of you. Beyond it lies a night garden, calm, still, waiting only for you. You step through without hurry, as if you have all the time in the world. Cool, soft ground rests beneath your feet, steady and kind. The air is mild and easy on your skin. You sense that nothing here will rush you. Nothing here will disturb your rest. Overhead, the sky is deep and dark, like a piece of velvet stretching in every direction. The light is soft and low, just enough to feel safe, just enough to see the shapes of the garden around you. Shadows settle gently along the path. Everything feels hushed, as though the night itself is watching over this place with quiet care. A small pathway invites you forward. It curves lazily, as if even the stones are relaxed. On either side, clusters of flowers lean slightly toward the path. They seem to glow faintly in the dim light, petals open and calm, as if they are also resting. You take a slow breath in. The garden greets you with a soft, soothing fragrance, not sharp or strong, but light and familiar. A mix of earth that has cooled after the day, gentle blossoms, and the freshness of the evening air. The scent folds around you like a feather-light shawl, warm and comforting. As you walk on, your steps grow slower, more relaxed. Each movement feels easy and unforced. Your body begins to understand that here, in this quiet garden, there is nothing you need to do, nowhere you have to be, nothing to solve. Only the simple act of moving gently forward. The air is just the right temperature, not too warm, not too cool. When you inhale, it slips smoothly into your chest. When you exhale, your breath leaves your body in a long, soft sigh. With each breath out, a little more tension loosens and melts away. Listen now to the sounds around you. At first, you notice how still everything is. The quiet feels wide and open, like a peaceful lake at night. Then, slowly, Delicate sounds begin to emerge from that quiet. Far off, there is the steady, soothing chorus of night insects, a gentle, rhythmic chirping that rises and falls with the darkness. The sound is soft, never demanding your attention. It simply hums in the background, like a lullaby the garden has known for years. Perhaps there is also the faint murmur of water. A tiny fountain or stream somewhere ahead, its trickle low and kind, as though whispering to the stones. You pause for a moment to feel the ground, stable beneath you, supportive. Your body knows it is safe here. Your shoulders can relax. Your hands can rest. Even the muscles in your face can let go and soften. The leaves in the garden barely move. Only a mild, tender breeze stirs them now and then. When it does, you feel a soft brush of air along your skin. It is like a gentle hand, smoothing away the remaining tension, stroke by slow stroke. The leaves answer with a faint, hushed rustle, like a quiet reply. With every step you take, the garden seems to open a little more to you. The path widens, then narrows, then curves again, never in a hurry, always inviting you to move in an easy rhythm. Your breathing falls into step with your pace, slow, steady, calm. You become aware of the weight of your body, how your arms hang loosely by your sides, how your legs carry you without effort now. Any tightness you were holding earlier gently unthreads itself, like a knot coming loose on its own. Your body begins to feel heavier and more peaceful, as though it is being gently cradled by the night. Notice how the air smells a little different in each part of the garden. Here, the scent of cool earth is stronger. There, a sweet light flower fragrance touches your breath. It all blends together into one soft, calming atmosphere that settles around you and within you. Ahead, you hear the sound of water a little more clearly now. A small fountain sits at the turn of the path. Water slips down its sides in thin, gentle streams, collecting in a quiet pool below. The sound is slow and regular, like the garden's own breathing. You find yourself breathing in time with it without even trying. You rest here for a moment, standing or sitting close to the fountain, feeling its steady presence. The sound of water, the faint song of crickets, the soft rustling leaves, all weave together into a simple, natural harmony. Nothing is too loud. Nothing is too sharp. Every sound is rounded, smooth, and soothing. As you listen, your thoughts begin to slow. They pass by like small clouds in a wide night sky. Quiet, light, unimportant. You do not need to follow them. You do not need to fix anything. The garden holds you exactly as you are. There is a peaceful sense that this place has always been here, waiting, always calm, always open. A private night garden that belongs only to your rest, only to your ease. Feel how this garden begins to feel familiar, as if you have walked these paths many times before. The soft bend of the stones under your feet, the gentle breath of the breeze on your skin, the way the flowers lean in quietly, like old friends greeting you without words. With each breath, the boundary between you and the garden grows softer. It is as if the calm of the night air is moving into you, as if the stillness of the leaves is settling in your muscles, as if the slow, steady rhythm of the fountain is echoing in your chest. Your mind responds by becoming quieter. Thoughts drift to the edges, like gentle ripples on the surface of a pond that is almost completely still. What remains at the center is a deep, quiet awareness. Nothing to push away, nothing to hold on to. Just a soft presence, resting in this peaceful place. You choose a spot beside the path, near the fountain, that feels just right. Here, the ground is soft and welcoming. You imagine settling down, feeling fully supported. Your back and your legs, your arms and your head, all held easily, with no strain at all. The earth underneath feels steady and kind. You let your eyes grow heavy, as if they, too, are ready to rest. Even behind closed lids, you sense the darkness of the velvet sky, the faint glow of distant light, the gentle shelter of tall plants around you. It all forms a quiet cocoon of safety and warmth. Breathing in, you take in the cool, sweet air of the night garden. Breathing out, you release anything you no longer need to carry. Each breath deepens your sense of belonging in this place. Each breath draws you further into calm. In this stillness, the garden and your inner world seem to mirror each other. The calm outside reflects the calm growing within. The slow rhythm of the night matches the slow rhythm of your body. It is as though this garden is not just around you, but also inside you, a peaceful space you can return to whenever you wish. You rest here, feeling time stretch and soften. Nothing presses on you. Nothing pulls at your attention. The night simply holds you, gentle and patient, like a long, quiet embrace. The sounds grow softer now, as if moving a little further away. The crickets fade into a distant, comforting murmur. The fountain becomes a light, far-away whisper. The leaves barely rustle at all. All that remains clear is the easy flow of your own breath. In and out, slow and free. Each exhale carries you deeper into rest, deeper into the quiet heart of this night garden. Thoughts may still pass by from time to time, but they feel faint and harmless here. They drift through the wide, peaceful sky of your mind and dissolve into the dark, like soft mist. Nothing stays for long. Everything relaxes and lets go. You are held in safety, wrapped in stillness, surrounded by this gentle, fragrant night garden of peace. And as your body grows heavier and your mind grows softer, you simply continue to breathe, quietly, easily, drifting at your own unhurried pace into deeper and deeper rest. The body is already beginning to feel heavy and safe. The breath is slow. The space around you is quiet. For a moment, notice how solid everything beneath you feels. Support holding you up without effort. Nothing for you to do, nothing to fix. Imagine now that the roof or ceiling above you slowly fades away. Walls soften, edges blur. It is as if the night itself is opening gently overhead. Wide, dark and calm. You find yourself resting on a soft, gentle hillside. The ground is cool and steady beneath your back. Grass cushions every curve of your body, like a quiet nest of comfort. The air around you is still and mild, easy to breathe. Above, the sky is clear and deep, a wide bowl of night, stretching out in every direction. Stars rest there, unhurried and steady. Tiny lanterns, patient and calm, watching from far away. Notice how your body feels against the earth. The weight of your legs, the heaviness of your shoulders, the way your head is cradled, perfectly supported. You lie here, held from below by the ground, and above, the open sky holds your gaze, soft and endless. Between these two, earth and sky, you are safely in the middle. Nothing pressing in, only space and quiet and rest. Off in the distance, the faint outline of rolling hills melts into the dark. Each shape is softened by night, gentle at the edges. The world has lowered its voice. The world has slowed down. A faint breath of cool night air brushes over your cheeks. It carries the simple scent of earth and grass, clean and light. Your chest rises slowly to meet it, and falls again, like a wave returning to shore. As you breathe, notice how still the stars are. They do not hurry. They simply shine, small points of peace in the wide dark sky. Their calm is easy to feel. Each star, a quiet, steady presence. No effort, no noise, just soft, constant light. You may feel your thoughts beginning to grow lighter, as if they, too, are small, drifting points in a much larger space. Concerns that felt close and heavy during the day now seem far away. They shrink against the wide canvas of the sky. Above you, one star seems to glow a little more clearly. Not brighter, not louder, just closer. Its light feels gentle, like a calm hand resting on your heart, reassuring without words. As that soft light reaches you, the chest loosens a little. The muscles of the belly let go. The space between your ribs feels open and easy. Breathing happens on its own, quietly flowing in, quietly flowing out. You are lying here, safe on the hillside. The earth takes all your weight. The sky takes all your worry. There is nothing you need to carry alone. Notice your back, spread wide and relaxed, the curve of the spine sinking into softness, every vertebra resting without strain or effort. The body knows how to let go. Above, the night is deepening. The sky feels even wider, as if it keeps opening farther and farther. And the more it opens, the smaller any tension feels, like tiny specks that drift away into the distance. Moonlight touches the landscape with a quiet glow. It lies across the hillside in pale silver waves. A ribbon of light touches your hands, your arms, your face. Cool and soft, like a whispered lullaby against your skin. With each breath, you feel more a part of this peaceful night. No separation between you and the air, between you and the ground. You are simply here, resting in the middle of it all. Thoughts may rise and fall, like small clouds teasing the edges of the sky. They appear, float by, and fade into the dark. You do not need to follow them. You can let them drift, while you stay gently anchored in your body. From this place, look up again in your mind. See how vast the sky is. How many stars are resting there, each one still, each one calm. They have been shining long before this moment, and will keep shining long after. Compared to this wide, endless space, worries grow very small. They become like tiny grains of sand on a huge, quiet beach. Real, but not overwhelming. Held in something larger, softer, kinder. Feel the quiet strength of the earth beneath you. Solid, unmoving, patient. It carries mountains and oceans, forests and rivers. It can easily carry the simple weight of your resting body. Between the steady ground below and the peaceful stars above, you are gently cradled. Safe in this calm, safe in this night. No one needs anything from you here. You are free to rest, exactly as you are. Knees soft and loose, feet heavy and relaxed, arms at your sides, or resting wherever they feel most at ease. Jaw unclenched, tongue soft in the mouth, eyes quiet behind the lids. Nothing to hold up, nothing to hold in. The body is slowly melting into the hillside, like snow softening in the sun, without effort. Every exhale takes you a little deeper into the earth's embrace. At the same time, the mind floats upward, open to the spacious night. Not busy, not searching, just resting, like a small boat on a very still lake. Supported from below, open to the sky above. Notice how comforting this balance feels, heavy and grounded, yet light and spacious, steady and free all at once. If a thought returns, you can imagine placing it on a distant star. See it sit there, tiny and far away. It no longer presses on you. It simply rests in that quiet point of light, held by the sky. Your only job now is to be here, to feel the soft air brushing your skin, to feel your chest rising and settling, to feel the calm weight of your body, safe on the hillside. The night wraps around you like a warm, gentle blanket, not closing you in, but holding you in a soft circle, a circle made of darkness and silence and slow, steady breath. You are tucked into the heart of the night. Above you, the stars keep watch, unblinking and kind. Around you, the land lies quiet and still. Inside you, the rhythm of breath continues, soothing and slow. Everything is moving at the pace of rest. For a few more breaths, simply float in this feeling. Ground beneath, sky above, breath in between, cradled, supported, at ease. Thoughts thin out like mist. The edges of awareness soften. The gentle weight of sleep begins to gather around you, like shadows growing deeper at the end of day. You are safe to drift now, safe to loosen your hold on wakefulness, safe to sink and float and settle in the quiet arms of the night sky. And as the stars keep their silent watch, you rest and rest and rest. The night is soft around you now, quiet, easy, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Only this gentle space between waking and sleep. Feel how the body has already begun to slow. Breath moving in and out in an easy rhythm. Muscles a little heavier. Thoughts a little farther away. Everything growing quieter, like a room where the lights are slowly dimming. Imagine yourself near a quiet shoreline. The air is mild and still. The sky is calm and dark above, holding you in a wide, safe embrace. You are settled at the edge of the water, relaxed and at ease. Nothing is urgent here. Very close to your feet, small waves move in. They arrive with a soft hush. They touch the shore. Then they slip back again, leaving the sand smooth and clean. Again and again, the same steady, soothing motion. Thoughts can be like those tiny waves now. One comes in. You notice it. It reaches the edge of awareness. Then it gently slides away, back into the wider sea. No need to chase it. No need to push it away. Just watching, in a simple, quiet way, as each thought comes and goes. A word, a picture, a memory, arriving, and then fading, arriving, and then drifting back into the dark, peaceful water. Breathing in, the wave comes closer. Breathing out, it slides away again. In and out. A soft, repeating pattern, steady, predictable, comforting. If another thought appears, let it be like foam at the edge of the sea. It forms for a moment, clear enough to see. Then it thins, spreads, disappears into the sand. You do not have to hold it. You do not have to finish it. It is completely fine for it to fade before it is done. Here, at this shoreline, you are simply resting. Eyes gently closed. Body held by the surface beneath you. Nothing to solve. Nothing to remember. Thoughts can soften and blur at the edges, like footprints gently washed away. Notice how some thoughts are less clear than others now. They do not form into full sentences. They do not stay long enough to become stories. They are just hints, little flashes of ideas that appear and then dissolve. This is perfectly right for this moment. Far off, You might sense a quiet train moving very slowly through the night. It is not loud. It does not disturb the air. It glides on gentle tracks, steady and unhurried. Each carriage is like a small image passing through the mind. One carriage drifts by with a picture that almost forms. A place you once knew, a face, a color. Then the train moves on, and the picture softens before you can quite see it. The details are not important. Only the soft passing motion matters. Another carriage passes with the feeling of a half-remembered dream. You almost recognize it. Then it too drifts away. You do not need to climb aboard. You do not need to follow where it goes. You are simply standing at a quiet platform inside yourself, watching the slow procession in the distance. Thoughts drift past like that. Images, words, little scenes that never fully form. They come, they hover, they disappear. The mind does not need to hold on. It is allowed to wander, to forget, to slip into hazy, peaceful spaces. As this continues, you may notice the border between waking and sleep becoming softer. Awareness feels looser, not so sharp. The mind does not need to stay focused on every word. It can drift a little. It can float. If attention wanders away, let it. Let it float to the shoreline, to the tiny waves, to the slow train in the distance. Let it move where it wishes, like a feather drifting in still air. You do not need to keep bringing it back. Each breath helps you slip a little deeper into this in-between place. Not fully awake, not yet fully asleep, just hovering gently in the middle, steady and safe. Breathing in, a little more softness. Breathing out, a little more release. Feel how the body has grown heavier now. Limbs resting more deeply into the surface beneath you. Jaw loose, forehead smooth, eyes comfortably closed, with no effort at all. The mind may notice a word, then miss the next one. May follow a sentence and then lose it halfway through. This is completely okay. It is more than okay. This gentle forgetting is part of drifting towards sleep. Imagine yourself floating on very calm water, close to that quiet shore. The water is warm and safe, holding your weight without effort. You do not have to do anything to stay afloat. The water does the work. You simply rest. Every so often, a tiny ripple passes under you. It lifts you a little, then lets you sink back. Over and over, this small, soothing motion rocks you, like a lullaby you can feel instead of hear, rising a little with the in-breath, settling back with the out-breath. This slow rocking helps the thinking mind grow even sleepier. Ideas slow down, they stretch out. They sometimes break apart into soft pieces that make no sense at all. You are free to let them. In this place, nothing needs to make sense. Words might begin to feel like distant sounds. They reach you, then they turn into something else, or they fade away before you can hold them. You are already drifting beyond them, into a deeper, quieter space inside. Every now and then, a clearer thought might appear. It might try to pull you back for a moment. Just notice it as another small wave arriving at the shore. It touches your awareness. Then, with the next exhale, it slides away again, back into the gentle sea. If part of you is still listening, that part can relax too. It does not have to stay alert. It does not have to catch every word or every image. The words can move around you like a soft breeze, touching the surface, then passing on. Slowly, the edges of this moment blur. You may not be sure exactly where one thought ends and the next begins. You may not remember what came just before this. You may not hear what comes just after. All of that is perfectly right. There is only this slow, quiet drifting, like lying on a small boat in calm water. The sky dark above, the air mild, the world hushed. The boat rocks almost too gently to notice. Again and again, barely moving, but just enough to lull you deeper. Breathing in, the body fills with a soft, sleepy warmth. Breathing out, everything unnecessary melts away. In and out, softer, slower, heavier. Even if the mind thinks for a moment, I am still awake, another deeper part of you is already loosening into rest, already halfway inside a dream, already slipping beyond the need to notice or name. Thoughts continue to pass like the slow train through the night, each carriage quieter than the last, each image dimmer, gentler, less solid. Soon they are only shadows. Soon they are only a feeling of movement, until even that becomes still. Here, in this hazy space, you are safe to let go, safe to forget what time it is, safe to forget what tomorrow holds, safe to forget even this moment, and simply sink into the softness beneath you. Breath by breath, word by word, you are drifting farther from waking, floating in a warm, quiet distance where nothing is required. The body knows how to rest. The mind knows how to fade. Sleep knows how to find you. Let everything grow slower now, quieter, more spacious, thoughts loosening, awareness dimming. Only the gentle pull downward, heavier, quieter, sinking into a deep, peaceful stillness. And as the words grow softer and farther apart, you can simply allow yourself to drift and drift and drift into the kind, silent dark of sleep. The night is very quiet now. Everything has slowed down. The body knows it is time to rest. The mind is beginning to soften at the edges. Breath moves in and breath moves out. So simple, so gentle. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. Each breath is like a soft wave, rising and falling in its own time. You are being carried by that slow, steady rhythm, held inside it, supported by it. Feel the surface beneath you, steady, dependable. It holds all of your weight, without you needing to help at all. You are allowed to be completely heavy here. Notice how the muscles have already started to loosen. The face softer, jaw easy, eyes resting, shoulders dropping a little more. As the body settles, awareness begins to sink, like something gently lowering through warm, still water. No rush, no goal, just a soft, downward drifting. Imagine the place beneath you turning into a vast, soft pillow, endless in every direction, deep and quiet and welcoming. You are resting right on the surface of that softness. With each out-breath, feel yourself sinking just a little deeper into it. The way a stone drops slowly through calm water, not forced, not pushed, just naturally, easily, letting gravity do all the work. Down, a little more, and a little more, the body becoming heavier, as if every part of you is relaxing its grip on the day. Neck loose, arms relaxed, hands open and quiet. The mind does not have to follow every thought now. Thoughts might float by like small clouds across a wide night sky. They can appear and pass without you needing to reach for them. You are resting underneath them, in something softer and stiller. Imagine a warm, comforting blanket being placed over you. Light at first, barely there, just enough to add a little more ease, a little more safety. Feel that first layer smoothing over your body, across the shoulders, down the arms, over the chest, across the hips and legs. The weight is soft, almost like a hand resting in reassurance. You do not have to hold yourself up. You are covered, sheltered, cared for. Now another blanket is added, even softer, even warmer, like a gentle hush spreading through the room of your body. With this second layer, sounds drift farther away. The mind begins to quiet. Thoughts grow slower, quieter, less important. You are wrapped in stillness. Again, a new layer settles over you. This one is a little heavier, in a very comforting way. Safe, protective, like the night itself folding around you. Feel that deep, restful weight. It presses you down into the softness beneath, making it easy to give in. Easy to release any last holding, any last effort. The body grows heavy and heavier still. Another blanket joins the rest. This one is made of quiet. With it comes a gentle darkness, the kind that feels peaceful. Not empty, but full of calm. As this darkness wraps around you, the edges of the day blur. Memories, plans, lists. They fade to the background, as though they belong to some distant shore. You are far from them now, floating in a quiet sea of rest. Time begins to slow here. Moments grow wide and spacious. There is no pressure to fall asleep. No need to make anything happen. It is enough just to lie here, wrapped in softness, sinking into stillness. This is rest. This is restoration. This is enough. Sense how far away your hands are beginning to feel, how distant your feet seem, as if the body is gently moving away, growing blurry and light in your awareness. You are here and also drifting, both at the same time. Breath moves in, breath moves out. A slow, steady tide. The mind can ride on that tide or simply listen to it from a distance. If a thought appears, it is like a tiny ripple on a very deep lake. The surface moves for a moment, then becomes smooth again. The depth beneath remains still. You are resting in that depth. Down you sink, like that stone finding the softest place at the bottom. No hurry, just gentle, steady descent. Layer by layer, you are leaving the noise of the surface behind. The blankets around you grow quieter, softer, heavier in the most peaceful way. With every breath out, you feel more covered, more enclosed in safety. Inside this cocoon of warmth and darkness, nothing is required of you. You are not being watched. You are not being judged. You do not need to perform or improve or think anything through. Here, it is safe to let go. Safe to stop trying. Safe to allow the body to drop into its own natural rhythm of rest. Sleep may come, or it may not, and either way, this softness is healing you. Even the words you hear now can begin to blur. They are only gentle sounds in the distance. You do not need to follow them closely. You are free to drift above them, or below them, wherever you naturally go. If attention wanders, that is perfectly right. If dreams begin to form at the edges, that is perfectly right. If you simply rest in a quiet, heavy stillness, that is perfectly right. Nothing is wrong here. The night is holding you the way warm water holds a floating body, completely supported, completely safe, able to release every last scrap of tension. Notice how easy it is now to do nothing at all, to simply exist, breathing, wrapped, sinking. The body knows how to restore itself when it is given space and softness. You are giving it that now, heavier and softer, quieter and deeper. Thoughts spread out, thin and slow, until they almost disappear. Only the simple comfort of being remains. If any part of you is still slightly awake, it can soften at its own pace. There is no rush, no timeline. You are allowed to take all the time you need. Each breath in brings in calm. Each breath out lets go of anything extra. Worries, tightness, the pressure to be anywhere other than here. You are wrapped in layer after layer of comfort, blankets of warmth, blankets of darkness, blankets of silence that grow deeper with every breath. Soon, even the sense of sinking may fade. You might feel as though you have arrived at a still, quiet bottom, resting on the softest surface with nothing beneath you but ease. Held from all sides by night. Here, you do not have to think about sleep. You do not have to reach for it. You simply rest so deeply that sleep can find you whenever it wishes. And if it has already found you, the body continues to drift in gentle safety. Breath in, breath out, soft, slow, unhurried. The body is far away now, heavy and peaceful. The mind is dim and quiet, like a room with the light slowly fading. What remains is comfort and warmth and a deep sense of being safe. Nothing more is needed. Nothing more is asked of you. Just this quiet sinking, this deep, steady rest, carried gently into the silence of the night. The night around you is very quiet now, soft, gentle, and kind. Everything that needed your attention today has already had its time. It is past, like clouds moving slowly across a dark, peaceful sky. Here, nothing is expected of you. Nothing is asked of you. You do not have to do anything, fix anything, or think about anything at all. Your body knows how to rest. Your breath knows how to slow. Your mind is already learning that it is safe to loosen its grip and let go. Feel how the stillness gathers around you. A quiet that does not press, does not hurry, does not demand. It simply surrounds you, holding you in a soft, steady calm. You are allowed to be exactly as you are in this moment, tired or alert, drifting or awake. It is all welcome here. Nothing about you needs to be different for this moment to be good. It is enough to be lying here, breathing, existing gently in this quiet space. Notice how the softness underneath you supports your weight. You are held without effort. There is a deep permission here to release and to rest. If there are thoughts passing through, they can move like slow ripples on a dark lake. They may appear, they may fade away. You do not need to follow them. You can let them drift out into the distance until they blur and dissolve. Right now, you are safe. Safe to loosen and soften. Safe to rest, in your own way, in your own time. The world outside can wait. Messages, plans, memories, and decisions can all wait. They belong to another time, not to this one. This time is only for ease and for quiet. Each breath can be a soft closing of a door. With every exhale, another small door to the busy day gently swings shut. The sound of those doors is silence. The feeling of those doors is peace. You have already done enough for today, more than enough. It is all right now to set everything down, even if only for a little while. Nothing important will be lost if you rest. What truly matters will still be there when you return. For now, you are allowed to sink into this calm, like a leaf settling on still water. The night holds you like a soft blanket, quiet, steady, unworried. The darkness here is not empty. It is full of comfort, full of gentle space for you to breathe and to be. In this calm, your body can untie its knots. Your thoughts can loosen their tight circles. Your heart can move at its own soft pace. It is safe to be this quiet, safe to be this still, safe to feel yourself slowly drifting or simply resting at the edge of sleep. You do not have to try to fall asleep. Sleep is not a task and not a test. It is a tender place you are allowed to enter when you are ready. If sleep is close, you can let it come like a slow tide, rising around you. If sleep is further away, that is all right too. You are already resting. You are already in the gentle center of the night. Here, in this softness, nothing is wrong with you. Nothing is broken. You are human and tired and deserving of softness and care. Feel how the quiet around you has grown familiar, like a room you know well, where you can turn out the lights and still feel at home. This quiet belongs to you now. You can return to it whenever you need. Each breath is a small reassurance. In, and you are here. Out, and you are safe. Breath after breath, safety settles deeper, like warm sand around your feet. Every part of you that feels weary is allowed to rest. Every worry that tries to rise can be met with a gentle, silent, not now. Not now. Now is for peace. You have permission to stop holding yourself up. The bed, the night, this moment, they will hold you. You can let your weight sink down, like a stone settling slowly to the bottom of a clear, calm pool. There is kindness wrapped around you now. Kindness in the way you are letting yourself be here. Kindness in the way you are allowing rest to come, in its own quiet way. If you notice sounds far away, they can blur into the background, soft, distant, unimportant, like faint echoes from another world that does not need you right now. Only this breath matters, and this gentle feeling of slowing down, and the simple truth that you are safe enough to rest. You are safe enough to let your eyes grow heavy, safe enough to let your thoughts grow soft around the edges, safe enough to drift, if you wish, into a deeper, quieter place inside yourself. If a part of you is still awake, it can keep a soft watch. The rest of you is free to sink into warmth, into stillness, into deep, soothing rest. You are not alone here. You are gently held, surrounded by quiet. All of you is welcome. The calm parts, the restless parts, the parts that are still learning how to let go. They can all settle together like feathers slowly falling to the ground. In this moment, nothing is urgent. Nothing is missing. Everything you need for now is already here with you. Breath, warmth, softness, and time. You are doing enough by simply being, breathing, resting, allowing your body to lie here in peace. This night asks nothing more of you. It only offers a soft, open space for your tired mind and your tired body to unfold. So you may let yourself sink a little deeper now, into the mattress, into the quiet, into the simple comfort of not having to be anywhere else. Thoughts may still come and go, like distant lights on a far shore. They do not need to come closer. They can remain far away, gentle and dim, as you drift further into calm. The edges of the day are fading. The edges of your thoughts are softening. Only this peaceful center remains, quiet and still. You are safe. You are cared for. You are allowed to rest. Nothing more needs to be said. Nothing more needs to be done. Just this easy breathing, this gentle quiet, this soft, unbroken night. Good night. Rest deeply now, and let the silence take care of the rest.